Here's an impression of me on coffee. I've had some coffee. Hey, what are you doing? 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 I don't know what you're doing because I've had too much coffee. I don't know. Don't drink too much coffee, kids.
The ballad of this lonely man began a while ago.
Oi.
Across the sea of booze and hate, he'll drown all that he knows.
Oi.
A victim of his own regret, the dame that got away.
Oi.
So belly up and pour a cup, enjoy your permanent stay.
Oi.
Carry on, carry on, carry on, carry on. Answers found in the bottom of a drink. Carry on, carry on, carry on, carry on. Lose yourself, it'll give you time to think. Hey.
Oi. Oi.
Stranded in a nameless town, a perfect place to hide. His only chum, a bottle of rum, sing faithfully by his side. He thinks about her all the time and knows who now to blame. With teary eyes he waves goodbye to the ship that never came. Carry on, carry on, carry on, carry on. Lose yourself in the bottom of a drink. Carry on, carry on, carry on, carry on. Answers found, it'll give you time to think.
Hey. Oi! Oi!
Carry on, carry on, carry on, carry on. Lose yourself in the bottom of a drink. Carry on, carry on, carry on, carry on. Answers found, it'll give you time to think.
Oi!
Give you time to think.
Oi!
Give you time to think. Oi!
1 minute I was a happy space pirate, looting and pillaging, and then boom, I'm as dumb as a doornail.
I'm just as stupid as I wanna be, but I don't really care 'cause you don't even know me. And it's okay, 'cause I'm frustrated anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 3-hour tour on the X88.9. I'm sitting here with Ben and Hot Noelle. We got a bunch of people hanging out tonight. We've got a very big interview coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Adeline recording artists, the Frustrators. What's going on, guys?
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm all right. It's Keiser here at WMCX. We got Ben here.
Hey, what's up?
Who you guys know.
Hey. Yeah.
And we've got Hot Noelle, my other co-host, hanging out over in the other studio.
Hello. This is a pretty 21st century little interview here.
Oh yeah, it's
State of the art.
I understand.
Somebody a lot of money.
I understand you guys are
in the jacuzzi like a rat band.
Yeah, this is so hot. These guys are all sitting around in a jacuzzi,
We're in a hot tub, yeah.
getting ready to get interviewed on this crappy little show.
Yeah.
I just like to let everybody know they can listen on WMCX.com or www.sportsjuice.com. It's provided a bunch of extra bandwidth so people all over the country can listen to the show today.
I'd also like to say that you can listen to this interview by walking into the room that we're in, with the pool and the jacuzzi.
Yeah, I've got my bathing trunks on, fellas. I'll be right there.
People might come in, but
you don't need to wear trunks. You don't need to wear trunks at this party.
Oh, okay, terrific.
Hey, you got a drummer there. That's cool.
Yeah, we've got our very own 3-hour tour drummer,
Mr.
Right
Rimshot.
on.
So on the phone with us, Adeline recording artist, the Frustrators. We got Jason, Terry, and Art hanging out with us tonight. Jason's the lead singer. He was in a band called Violent Anal Death with Art the drummer, who was also
Art was in it too, yeah.
who was in Violent Anal Death.
We were in Violent Anal Death.
And Art's the drummer, and Terry plays guitars, does some of the backing vocals. He's in a band called Water Dog that back in the day used to play with a band. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of them.
Who are they? I forgot.
They normally play local shows out in Cali, right? Green Day, something like that.
Yeah, I heard of them.
Yeah, and the guy from Green Day, he's your bassist, Mike Dirnt, right?
Yeah.
That's right. He's the only one not here today, actually.
Yeah, he's probably getting ready for the big tour that they're going out on.
Blink and stuff.
I don't know. I think he's just kind of taking a nap or something.
He's probably pissed off at us from last week.
Yeah, he's like,
Which, by the way,
we have our entry.
He was pissed, man. He was seasoned. But And Art does not have a telephone with him. That's why Art's not talking a lot. He's talking, you just can't hear him.
The drummers are normally the strong silent type anyway, right?
Yeah.
All right, we have a I know on your website you've got a Jackass of the Month, a Jackass contest, right?
Oh yeah.
And we have an entry for you guys. Did you get too near the water?
It's hard to say. There's a lot of moisture in here. I don't know if my phone is properly insulated.
Let's take it in the sauna, guys.
I can go in the sauna?
This
I
is
don't know if you can hear us in the sauna, but we're going to find out.
All right, we're going to see if we can hear you in the sauna.
Okay. This is the greatest idea ever.
Loud, I think.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
All right, this is cool. This is a lot hotter, but...
That's hot.
Don't electrocute yourselves.
We're situated now.
We don't need to have you guys being electrocuted to death on the air. That would be bad for us.
That would be great radio.
It would be bad for the bling bling.
It would be bad. You'd have no posse and no bling left.
Oh man.
So what's going on, guys?
Not much. We're having a good time. We're very excited to be talking to you.
We're excited to be talking to you as well.
Awesome.
Your website, www.thefrustrators.com, and for all of you non-English majors out there, that's Frustrators.
Can you fail English? That's impossible.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
Yeah, I know, but
it's hard to type. It's harder to type than it is to spell.
Well, you wouldn't believe some of the listeners that we have. This is Jersey, after all.
Jersey, yeah.
Yeah.
Which exit?
Oh,
wait. Thank you. Hey. Nice one.
Exit 98 off the Parkway, 7A from the Turnpike.
Oh, great.
We don't have a sauna, so you can't.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you guys were in LA, we could be like, yeah, nice atmosphere there.
No. This is San Francisco. It's not normal to have like a jacuzzi and all that.
Yeah, well, San Francisco. That's a great city. I've been out there a bunch of times. It's a lot of fun.
It is. It's great.
Been down on the piers and stuff. Good seafood out there. Good seafood.
It's better on the East Coast.
Well, we
We're
do.
all originally from New England.
That's
really?
right. I wanted to talk to you guys about that. You guys, Jason and Art, you guys are both from New England. Is Terry originally from New England too?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So
Terry's from Rhode Island, and me and Art are from Massachusetts.
That's cool. So Rhode
Island's kind of the Mexico of New England. You can just draw your own conclusions, I guess. But it's true.
Oh wait, we should get back to the Jackass entry.
Yeah, the Jackass for your Jackass competition.
Oh, yeah.
We would like to submit the a-holes who tried to work on the phones here at Monmouth. Apparently, what these idiots did was they unplugged all the phone lines to do some maintenance, and they saw one that looked kind of different from the rest, and they didn't know what it was, so they decided we don't need to plug that back in. Unfortunately, that was the line to the studio.
There you go.
I don't get no respect. No respect.
Hey.
I tell
What are you paying those guys over there?
Not enough, apparently.
We ain't paying them no more.
Yeah, we're not paying them anymore, that's for sure.
I can't hear a single thing that we're saying. He's just like, they're hanging out. I can pass the phone to Art. He's hanging out. He's not exactly hanging out.
Well, that's good.
Is the Stone Pony still closed?
No, the Stone Pony is reopened, and it's actually a rock club again.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's not. It was a dance club for a while. They had they turned it into a club for a while.
You might want to send your phone guy down there to wire up the sound system.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm hearing such a Terry echo because I'm hearing him and I'm hearing it over
and I can hear you echo because it's coming in a split second later after you say it, and it's weird. S-A-F-E-T-Y. It is. It's fucking delay. Oh, sorry, you can't swear on the radio.
Yeah, so we don't have a delay here.
That's a bunch of.
See, these guys know how to play the game.
Yeah, they can bleep themselves out.
Yeah, we do have a question along that line. For each of, we would like to know what's the first letter of your favorite curse word?
That would be C, but I would spell it with a capital K affectionately.
Yeah, see, I'm the same way. My favorite word has a C at the beginning.
That would be C. Arts is also C.
Yeah, that's my favorite word of all time.
I think, I don't really have one because I don't ever curse.
Well, that's cool, you know. But I agree.
If I curse at you, it means I'm going to kill you. I only curse when I'm about to kill.
I'll have to remember not to piss you off.
Nobody remembers.
Yeah, I'm like you guys. My favorite curse word starts with C, ends with T, and got the United Nations in the middle.
That's right. I like to spell it with a K. Actually, that's what we call art from time to time.
In here.
And
if you have to get out of the sauna.
If you had a Y after the T, that's his name.
Nice out of the sauna.
That hurts.
Well, actually, we have a related story. Ben wasn't up here last night because he strained his labia.
These guys are funny, actually.
We tried.
We're the morning... Jay, remember I was telling you, like, the morning zoo guys.
Yeah, it's lucky. Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah.
Jesus.
This is not...
Practice.
Yeah, this is not your normal radio interview.
That's all right. You know.
Yeah. Actually, I want to get to a serious question. How did you guys form?
I'll take that one.
All right.
Well, about, I don't know, 3.5 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, Mike and I've known those guys for a long time, and Mike had wanted to start a side thing, and I had nothing going on, started to write songs together. And before you knew it, I asked Art and Jason to join up, because me and Mike actually had, 10 songs done within probably like a month. And we were ready to start, playing them live and recording them. So, and right about that time, that was about a year after Billy Joe had started the Adeline label.
Okay.
And it just all worked out that, we decided to do an album with them and, record it at Billy's house, and they put it out.
That's the first album, "Born in the USA," has a great cover. It's you guys playing a live show, and you got the big patent flag in front of it.
Whose idea was that? Was that somebody?
Hey, I don't want to be slamming the boss in New Jersey, because I actually really do like Bruce Springsteen. But all of our album covers are jokes of bigger bands' albums.
Yeah, gee, I wonder what Achtung Jackass means. Who was that directed to?
Actually, U2 is one of my favorite bands and one of the biggest influences on my guitar playing. But the fact is that they still, deserve to be laughed at once in a while too.
Somebody needs to take them down a notch.
I'd made up for it by paying $100 to go see him last May.
That'll do it. On your albums, you do a couple covers. The first album, "Born in the USA," has a Blondie cover, and the latest album, "Achtung Jackass," has a Cars cover. Those songs are really cool. How did the Cars and Blondie influence your music?
Well, the Cars influenced us because we're native New Englanders, and it was all over rock radio in New England.
Oh, yeah.
Probably everywhere else as well, but we got a more than healthy dose of it. So it was just natural that we picked the Cars cover. The Blondie cover came about because Mike collects 45s, like singles, and he had I think that Real World was the B-side to Dreamin'. And
Mike, if you're listening, I have your 45 on the counter in my kitchen.
Nowhere near the jacuzzi, though.
We just turned the record over as a goof, and we heard that song, and it just blew our doors off. So we decided to record it.
That's cool. That's the best way to decide to do a cover. Is just you listen to a song, you're like, wow, I'd love to do this.
Yeah, and we try to, pick something that we can bring maybe a new, more punkish energy to without being disrespectful.
Exactly.
True.
Like we cut out the guitar solo and the last verse of the Cars song just to keep it kind of, compact.
Well, you guys,
2-minute format.
Yeah, you guys did a great job with that song. We actually played that a little early on the program. We were playing a bunch of Frustrators tonight to let everybody know that you guys were coming up. What did we play? We played Best Friend's Girl. We played the Pirate song. What the hell? What the hell got you guys to write the Pirate song? That's awesome.
I think that's Art's question. Art, how did we write the Pirate song?
The Pirate song?
Yeah.
That probably just came from Terry's salty New Englander inner self. He came up with the first chorus and line to the song, and we just sort of went with it from there.
That song.
That's hot.
That song really rocks me. I like to play. I like to play that back to back with the Mad Caddies' "Weird Beard," because there's a nice little pirate theme in there.
Pirate segue, nice.
Arr, avast ye mateys.
All right, I got to ask about the song, my favorite song, "Trout," which is on the Adeline comp. Who wrote that one, and what's that about?
That was a whole band collaboration. Okay. And Jason would know more about what Trout is actually about in the lyrics. I know what the guitar parts are about. Here he is. What?
Hot Noelle, shut up.
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, it's okay. We were just talking about the song Trout off your first.
Trout. I like that song.
That's a really cool song. I like that a lot too.
That's my favorite.
That's Ben's favorite Frustrator song.
Who wrote that?
You know, I really like that song. So I think you were talking about the lyrics or something?
Yeah,
we want.
Yeah, well, actually, it was funny because those guys had worked out the song, and, like, you know, they showed it to me kind of in an early state, and I had plenty of time to, now it's going to be noisy, Terry. I had plenty of time to, like, figure it out and figure out what to write on it, and I just couldn't figure anything out. Here, Terry wants his phone back. So here we go. So, like, so it got pretty got pretty frustrating because they were getting the song totally finished and buttoned up and tight and down, and I had nothing, and it was really kind of frustrating. And I was like, I just kept trying to figure out how to cut it up, how to put things on it. And then one time at band practice, I went out to go to the bathroom, as everybody does, you know, like everybody does that. And I was out there, and I could kind of hear them playing through the walls, and it just, as everything was coming out, the lyrics for that song just kind of came out. and I walked back in the room, and I just said, "You wouldn't do it with a trout, a gas can with an open spout. You left me out." And then Mike and I just kind of fleshed out the rest of the rhymes and the thing.
That is a great punk rock story.
That's really how it happened too.
Well, you know where guys do their best thinking. So
yeah.
Speaking.
Well, it's because you're all bunched up and whatever, and then out comes the truth, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Do my best thinking in the racquetball court.
Speaking of how frustrating it was to write the lyrics to that song, how did you guys get your name?
We had a couple other names before that, and there was a show that we were set up to play, and they wanted to make the flyers, and we had to tell them what our name was. So we told them our name. I forget the first one. I think the first one was
the Ropers. Yeah.
Mr. Roper,
which we liked because it has like that kind of raunchy cowboy and 70s something or other feel to it. And, But then we found out there was a band called the Ropers, and they were like, "Oh shit!" So then we had to call the guy and tell him to change it. So we changed it to the Regal Beagles. And we found out there was already a band called the Regal Beagles, and at that point we're like, not only are all the names taken, but all the stupid names are taken. It's like, we can't do anything, and it's like there's a real crisis in the world in band names. Like, you can't name yourself anything. You have to have a name with a number after it to like an AOL screen name, like some bands I can think of who have names like that. But so anyway, we were frustrated, so we said the Frustrators, and then we kept looking, and nobody had the Frustrators. So if somebody out there is the Frustrators, they can just kiss my...
Very nice, very nice.
Remember, Mike wanted to be the Thalassa Raptors before.
Oh yeah, Mike had a few doozies. We all had doozies, you know.
That sounds like me trying to come up with titles for songs and trying to name a band. I always come up with the weirdest things.
Yeah.
I have hands made of cheese.
Yeah, that was your song.
That's right.
That's pretty good.
that's a whole song that.
Finger.
Exactly. Ben wrote a song called "I've Got Hands Made of Cheese."
You guys are speaking Terry's language now. Terry is that kind of an idea man. He just like comes up with these one-line things that just the whole room, everybody stops talking, and they're like, "What the hell do you do with that?" Well, usually we just move on, but sometimes it just sticks, you know.
You guys got to hear this one song that Ben wrote called "I Hate Milk, I Love Satan."
Hey, that sounds good.
God.
Do you have it? You should play it.
Yeah, we should play that.
We could play that for you guys.
Uh-oh.
One of the guys in the studio is horrified by this song. He freaks out whenever he hears it.
Scares him.
I think these guys will be scared too after this.
Yeah, you guys are definitely gonna be terrified after you hear this. But
oh my God, I'm swimming. Listen to this.
Yeah,
make some noise, Tedeschi.
We're gonna get kicked out of here.
Oh my God.
He can't even paddle in fours. Never mind, hit drums in fours.
That's great. That's hot.
There you go.
Yeah, I know. I was a little late with that one. I'm sorry. You guys want to hear this song real quick? It's like 2 minutes real fast, and we'll come back and talk some more Frustrator stuff. Okay, hold on a second. This is Hot Carl doing a little song called "I Hate Milk, I Love Satan" on the X88.9.
Okay, all right. We're going to play this song. And of course, Keiser will be lending vocals, and Dave hopefully will be lending vocals.
Yes.
Oh, come on, dude. Ready?
Yeehaw.
You ready, guys? I'm ready. You ready? Okay.
I hate milk. I love Satan. I hate milk. I ain't waiting. I hate milk. I love Satan. I hate milk. Don't be a fairy. I know you like dairy. The devil is in you. And it's day 13.
I hate milk. How you doing?
I hate milk. I love Satan. I hate milk. I ain't waiting. I hate milk. I love Satan. I hate milk. Don't be a fairy. I know you like dairy. The devil is in you. And it's your mother effing mom! I hate milk! I love Satan! I hate milk! I ain't waiting! I hate milk! I love Satan! I hate milk!
I was walking down the street one day. A guy approached me, dressed all in black. He had a bottle of 2% in one hand and a flaming pitchfork in the other. He looked at me and said, son, you got a couple choices to make. You can either drink this bottle of 2%, or you can come be my cabana boy. So I looked that sumbitch right in the eye, and I said,
I hate milk! I love Satan! I hate milk! I ain't waiting! I hate milk! I love Satan! I hate milk!
got milk. Now, how's that for an experience?
Well, the shocking thing isn't that the song exists, it's that I had to pay 17 cents to listen to it.
You guys, you know, like Terry's actually intermittently in another band called the Vomiting Bishops.
That's nice.
The Vomiting Bishops would take that song and just tear it a new beep. But
oh wow,
Vomiting Bishops are cool, man. If you ever find anything of theirs, you guys should play that.
I will definitely start looking immediately for that.
As we speak.
Hot Noelle wanted to actually join this interview and ask you guys a question.
I want to know who are you guys listening to now? Who are your influences?
We're so old we don't have influences.
Yeah,
You are the influences now.
I mean, like, I don't listen
clear
to
my mind lately.
I don't listen to any new bands. I mean, I listen to mostly The Damned, Generation X, U2, Husker Du, Dinosaur
Nice.
Jr., you know, stuff like that.
Weird music.
We're big fans of the Minnesota hardcore scene. Husker Du, Replacements, all that kind of stuff.
Did you know Soul Asylum used to be a good band?
Yeah, I heard that they used to be hardcore.
Nah, they weren't a hardcore band, but get an album called Hang Time.
Let me write that down.
Give me $1 for saying that, too. But Hang Time is full of rock anthems. It's one of the best rock records ever.
We can make our money back from this phone call.
I'm sure Billy Joe will reimburse you. He can cover it.
Well, speaking of which, we should talk about Adeline Records. Like, how have they been treating you and stuff? As far
Adeline Records is awesome. That's all I can say. It's like a family, you know? It's like everybody just kind of does what they do, and it's good.
Yeah, it seems really cool. Ben has talked to a couple other bands off that label, and
One Man Army, Fetish.
They've always been really good to the radio station here.
Why not, you know?
I don't know what's going on, but it's funny.
I guess that pretty much sums it up.
You guys got any Cavassier? Because we don't. We need some.
We're not allowed to have alcohol near the pool.
That's even more dangerous. That's even more dangerous than the phones in the pool.
No, but seriously, like, we're all in our 30s now, so, like, we pretty much only draw off 80s music, you know, like, when we write. I really haven't heard anything in the past 10 years, except for maybe the Foo Fighters, that I super-duper liked that was new.
Yeah,
I like lots of stuff. I wouldn't say it's just the 80s. Not for me, anyway.
Are you telling me you don't like some 48, Blink 143 and a half times 2?
I love them. They are great.
Yeah, since your boss is touring with them, they are your favorite.
I have always loved them.
Yes, that is the truth.
They're great.
I swear. So
thank you for asking.
I got a very important question for you guys. Who the F is Stanley the Chicken?
What?
Who what?
Who the F is Stanley the Chicken?
He's like he's our mascot, basically. He's our I don't know really.
He just kind of hangs out there.
He's a polyurethane spiritual advisor.
Yeah.
Everyone needs one. So.
Yes, that's a great role for somebody to have.
Yeah, he's in. I mean, I've been doing comics of him and stuff now too, so he's kind of getting more of a personality. But he's still a rubber chicken.
I used to have a rubber chicken hanging off my bass, but when I would play, I'd jump around and it would smack me in the head, so I had to take it off.
That's because he knew you were a dick.
Exactly.
Oh shit! I should have bleeped that. Oh, I mean.
Yeah. Next year when we get the new building, we'll have the good old delay built
Note
in.
Yourself.
But we don't.
6-second delay.
We don't have that yet.
Interview with the Frustrators. I'm kidding.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'll pay the fine.
We'll send the
fine again.
We'll send the fine right to Billy Joe.
Noisy. Oh, he's turning the jets back on.
Oh, jeez.
Right.
This is a question from one of our listeners. Has anyone in the band ever been arrested for mulpery?
Mulpery?
Which is exposing yourself to a blind person.
Oh. I didn't even know it existed.
That's one of our.
The level of my prejudice, my inborn prejudice. I didn't even realize you could do that to me.
That was one of our wacky Z Morning Zoo bits.
So, but you can ask that same listener if they perform Blumpkins.
Yes, we all know we do enjoy a Blumpkin every now and then. I think everybody can enjoy that.
Hold on a second, I'm getting another call. Jason, you can take over.
All right. I've definitely been arrested. I but not for exposing myself.
Well, that's good.
That's fantastic.
That's very good. So you guys have a new album out. It's called Achtung Jackass.
Yeah.
It's on Adeline Records. It just came out. It's great. It's a lot of fun. Great album to pick up. But I know you're missing your bassist right now because Mike's out on that big tour. When he comes back, do you guys have any plans to tour?
We basically don't have plans. We never really seem to have any plans.
You just kind of.
Our next string of shows will be on the East Coast, though.
That is.
That would be awesome.
It's
hard to say. I really don't know what's going to happen.
We're talking about our next string of shows will probably be like New York and Philadelphia and Boston and Providence.
I would love to see you guys come out here.
Sometime next year. I doubt it's going to be this year.
That's cool. I'm going to be around for another year.
I'm going to look forward to.
You guys can come drink with us. We'll put some hair on your chest.
Hot Noelle would love to have some more hair on her chest.
Oh, that would be great. Yes.
You know what the crappy part of pirate life is?
What's that?
After all the beer's gone, you have to drink me gravy or walk the plank.
That went over well. He didn't even have to hear it.
That went over as well as Hootie and the Blowfish's third album.
Okay, you redeemed yourself. I was gonna say, when you guys come out to the East Coast, if you have the time, I would love to have you guys come up in the studio, because that would be just sit everybody down and just open up the mics for 3 hours and get goofy.
3 hours, you have a lot of beer.
We'll sneak it up for you guys. That's not a problem.
You should have heard the goofy stuff that didn't make, like all the stuff that we did that was like, like I thought we were actually going to use some of it on the final mix of Achtung Jackass, but then like I come in to hear the mixes and all the funny stuff was taken out. But
who did that?
No, it was just goofy. A lot of it's still there actually.
Yeah, what's up with the last track?
Yeah, what's up with that? With the
it sounds like a
bonus
track.
That was recorded by our friends, the Frustrators. All right. Take a look at the title of it.
It's called
Toward. Right? Now, when you listen to the song, doesn't it sound like it could be backwards?
Yeah, it does.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
You read the title, and I think you'll figure it out.
Oh, okay.
Then again, you guys are in New Jersey, and you probably went to New Jersey public school.
Yes, I'm a product of...
Backwards, it says Trout.
Hey, they call it community college because everybody in the community can go.
Is that Trout backwards? Because that's what...
Trout backwards.
That's very nice.
And okay, I said it. The truth is out.
Oh no, you'll have to kill us now.
Some 11-year-old with a lot of computer equipment and lots of time on his hands probably already figured that out. But
well, actually, I've been meaning to dump it into a digital editor and flip it to hear what it was.
Well, and it sounds good backwards.
It does.
I think.
The only thing that's weird is the cymbals running backwards.
That's true.
That's the only part that doesn't quite sound right.
And if we had the kind of...
It didn't sound right forwards either.
We would have loved to fix that up somehow, but, we're too stupid.
Hey, I know that story.
Lazy mostly. We're mostly lazy.
That's a theme on this show, is stupid and lazy.
Yep.
It's just it's a fun way to go through life.
You know, it gets you through.
Are you guys big fans of The Simpsons?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I ought to pass the phone to Art right now.
Okay.
It's a Simpsons question.
Oh, Simpsons?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We have a very penetrating question for you.
Art,
Yeah.
don't you hate pants?
Don't I hate what?
Pants.
He got it. Somebody
Yes.
got the joke.
Where's the?
Wait, here somebody got the joke.
I got the joke.
Ring the bell. Somebody got it.
Should we
What
tell?
do I win?
You win this fabulous interview.
Terrific.
Should we tell them the story behind the pants thing?
Yeah, we were at a show one day, and this really crappy band was playing, and the fat guitar player would not shut up between songs. Like, he was just talking for like 5 minutes between songs, just about stupid stuff that nobody would want to hear, even if it was like coming from you guys or coming from a huge band. Like if Bono was up there saying this stuff, people would be yelling for him to shut up.
Right,
and
right.
out of nowhere, from behind us, you hear, "Don't you hate pants?" And the kid just shut up and they played a song.
It was lost on just about everybody there, but I got it. You got it.
You think it went over most people's heads?
Oh,
I
yeah.
think so.
Oh,
Yeah.
geez.
Most people don't pay the attention to detail to The Simpsons like we do.
Sure.
You have to have a special amount of lack of caring about anything else in your life to watch The Simpsons with the kind of dedication that I do.
I have a lot of that dedication, too. It's borderline pathetic.
Yeah, I think I've gone way past borderline.
Right.
I'm in.
All the episodes on tape,
Oh man, I'm getting excited to buy all the DVDs.
Right on.
Yeah, that is
So I
gonna.
got one more question left in me, and then I got to jump.
Okay.
I'm missing
Okay.
the pool.
All right, which question?
What's the Great Australian Midget Toss?
Yeah, what? That's a great song from your first album, The Great Australian Midget Toss. Why Australian midgets? Is it because Australian
because
midgets?
actually, it was a bar time legal sport in Australia,
Really?
where they would have these Velcro walls, and you would pay, say, $10 or £5, whatever they run on
Yeah.
down there, and you pay it to throw a midget against this Velcro wall from from as far away as you can or as high up as you can, and it was completely legal. And I saw on like some news show like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, whenever we wrote the song, that it had just been banned.
Oh man.
Yeah, but by the NBA or something like that, there was some sort of controversy.
I'm not sure. Oh, about the NBA?
Yeah.
Oh no, that was. Jason will field that one.
Okay.
Anyway, guys, this is Terry, and I'm jumping. Just tell your listeners to try to pick up a copy of our record. I feel like we tried to do a good job between mixing up the comedy with some real emotional material, and we put our heart and souls into it, and we hope you enjoy it.
Well,
Awesome.
So
we love it.
It's been great talking to you, and here's Jason, and I'm going to do something I never do. Art gets the last word tonight.
Oh man.
That could be dangerous.
Oh, jeez.
It's called
Don't give the drummer
Drummer's Revenge tonight. He can say whatever he wants.
Oh jeez.
Here's Jason.
Yo.
Hey.
What's up, guys? I know you guys have to run, but I was wondering if you could do us a quick favor. You could do a quick ID for the station.